energy and the vision of the care going. I will call on Ms. Identify and Mrs. Mutali to come forward.
Thank you very much, Aya, and thank you, Lynette. We are very privileged, like they have said, to have you today. I have spoken with both of you on the phone, and this is the boss said that you'll be hearing on the phone. We are very privileged to have you, and we just want to say that a lot of people share your thoughts, your experience, and we really like your courage for coming forward and actually being part of this year's conference. Thank you very much, and we have this gift for you. Thank you.
Thank you. My hand is cold.
Thank you very much. This is yours.
Thank you. Gosh.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
I
very
hope
much.
you won't have extra luggage.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The floor down. Usually we have her before lunch. She was here she was at a conference the last 2 years, and we always have her before lunch. Just for one reason, our presentation is always food for thought. So we get that food for thought, and then we get other food for the stomach. So let us listen to Professor Sally.
Good afternoon. I promise you I won't keep you long. I will be slight change in my presentations about the emotional support of older persons caring for family members. It's not necessarily or specifically for HIV, but for all sick and actually dying family members. Our background comes from the concept of formal care, where we all know as nurses and healthcare professionals that formal care takes place in a hospital where people are well trained and they know what they're doing, they are well skilled and trained. And the informal care which takes place at home, in families and in the communities. And perhaps to say that the informal care will be a result of many things. One of those being that the economic status is impossible to support the formal care and the patient is sent home to either recuperate or to die at home. And we find that there are a bit of graying boundaries between the formal and the informal care. And in this day and age of HIV, it's more of the elderly, or most the young guys and leaving the elderly to take care of the ill. And in this particular case, we find that some of the elderly took care of their own aging or elderly parents. Also going back and see that the research has informed us that taking care of the ill and elderly is quite emotional and taxing, and it goes beyond mostly taxing. The main question that in this presentation is that who cares for the elderly carers? The main purpose of this study was to describe the experiences of older persons caring for the sick and dying family members. And I was hoping that we would have a dialogue with you as fellow colleagues in helping me to come up with something to support the elderly. The research was a qualitative research. It was qualitative, exploratory, contextual, descriptive research, where the sampling was purposive. I had 10 elderly that I interviewed, and in-depth interviews were undertaken to obtain information or data. Obviously, that the study was approved by the Medical University Research Ethics Committee. The consent was sought and granted from the participants, and emotional support was arranged, as it was a very taxing interview. data analysis. With data analysis, 2 or 6 films came out, and I must declare from the beginning, my intention was not to sequence the Kubler-Ross, but just to present the experiences of these elderly persons as they were received from them, or collected from them. The first thing was that of emotional pain. A 73-year-old female who had experienced death of her own mother said, "There's nothing painful than hearing your mother screaming at night. When that pain comes in, she was screaming, she would say, you know, the way this pain is so severe, I wish you could remove this part." Meaning that I wish you could actually cut off my leg to be able to survive the pain. A 65-year-old female whose daughter actually died within 2 months before the data was collected, was saying, I was hating. What was hating me was that the fact that I'm eating and she can't eat. The daughter had cancer of the mouth. So for 3 months, she didn't eat anything. 78-year-old female who took care of her mother said that when we touch her leg, she would scream. That voice still is in my mind. Every time when I think about her and that cry, I don't feel good at all. Every time I was taking care of her, I kept asking myself why she not getting better, because I'm doing everything possible, but there is no change. A second thing is that of loss of hope and helplessness. The mother of a daughter who had cancer of the mouth said, I could see that there was no longer hope. I was hoping that she would survive until Christmas holidays, but she passed away on the 22nd of December, and this was in 2014. The 78-year-old mother, or the female who took care of her own son and other family members, said, I'm feeling helpless because I took care of sick people, and not just one but a few. And they are all dead. I'm left alone. From my elder brother to my mother, the last one in the family, and my very own child. And this was the only child that died. The next thing is on helplessness. This was a 72-year-old woman who lost her 2 kids in the same year last year, one in August and one in December. She said, when my children died within a short period of time, the other one died in August and the other one passed away in December 2013. The one who passed away first, she was very sick. I felt the pain later, asking myself the question, why did they die within such a close range of each other? And I said to myself, maybe because he saw that she was not referring to the second child. He saw that I'm taking care of his sister. He was afraid to tell me that he's also sick. I felt so helpless. The next thing was on grieving and hiding the tears. It was very clear when they were taking care of these family members, they had to hide themselves. They would bathe them to help them eat, but then cry when they are not looking at, or when they are out of their sight. The 73-year-old female who lost 2 children said, when I cried, I was hiding myself from these grandchildren because then she was now left with the grandchildren. I told myself, I can't cry because if I do, these children will also cry. The 65-year-old mother said, at that moment, I didn't want to show her that I'm hating inside. I went to the toilet and I cried because I didn't want to cry in front of her. The 79-year-old mother said, I was hating a lot. The pain that I felt when I was with her, I was pretending to be strong. But as soon as I leave her, I cried. I felt the pain deeply. But if I'm with her, I try to compose myself so that she cannot see that I'm hating. When you are with her, you try by all means to pretend and to downplay the thought of wanting to die at home. The next one is on denial. The denial was more profound, actually, when I was interviewing this elder. It was more profound with those that have lost their children. The 78-year-old female said, my son will say, mother, because when the child would be, the son would be talking to her and the wife who was taking care of him. Mother, my wife, don't worry. We all know that death is for everybody. You see me, isn't it? And we will say to him, yes we do. And he will say, death is for everyone. But what is important is that I must prepare everything before I leave. I must make things right at work, church and here at home. And I said, and that's the matter, we are not going anywhere. How can I be the one who dies instead? And he replied, there is no way. If it's my turn to die, how can you be the one who dies before me? If it's time, and then I have to go. And that was a mom who was actually quite grieving and denying that the son should go first. The next thing was that of bargaining. When this mother who lost the only child, because she stayed with the child for about 6 months, said in her that God, she was bargaining with God that God should take it. She said, God, take me rather, replace this child's life with mine, spare him so that together with his wife they will be able to raise their children. I'm already old. Please take my life and spare my son. He was my only child. He did everything for me. The mother who was looking after that girl with cancer said, I kept on telling myself that she would be fine. Time went by and it was approaching December. And I said to myself, why can't she live until the end of December so that we can enjoy the December holidays? That was the last one. What was very clear to me when I was interviewing these elderly women was that they had so much emotional burden. They had to deal with their own emotional burden, seemingly without any assistance. They had no resources to assist them, and they will need assistance to enable them to deal with their burden. So, what do I take back? Can you still recognize that familiar road? It is from Nigeria. I did not know what exactly to do with them, and I decided, coming to a mental health conference, I will get advice from you on how to best support the elderly. Thank you. Yeah, let's have a dialogue first. How are you going to assist me? Because I need to go back to them. Because it was never just, the intention was never just to collect data from them and leave them, but to go back to them and tell them what to do and how to handle those. Those that have lost their elderly parents are still painful, are still grieving to that effect. Never mind the ones that have lost their only children. So, fellow mental health colleagues.
What about involving them in some activities in the community, like some voluntary work, engage them with some activities. I guess one of the things we're hoping to do with our project is also providing small sustenance for them to come in. Once a week, they'll come in and have a place to talk to each other, so they know they can rely on. And I'm just talking about the container I'm sending home. I mean, one of the things, we've got a soap, and we're just going to give them soap, toothbrush, and toothpaste once a month. Something that they know that, they don't have to find money to buy those things. So find some activities that they can engage in.
These women have great strength in what they've already gone through. As a collective, they can give each other great strength. If there's some way in which you can introduce them to each other, they can support each other.